Hi everyone, welcome to a special cross-country edition of More Than the Score. Now, I myself am a bit of a cross-country runner back in my high school days. I mean, I didn't want to do this, but to prove my worth, not everyone has a junior varsity Upper Iowa Conference 15th place ribbon from back in the day. I mean, don't act like you're not impressed. So anyways, knowing what a prestigious honor it is to wear any kind of ribbon in a cross-country race, I'm gonna use this little baby around the office today, just see if it gives me any advantages. Come on! Does it accept greatness? That's the question. Red pen. Tim wrote another horrible story. Where's my pens? My pens. Hey, Drew.
Yeah, Steve.
Buddy, pal, would you mind taking my Friday night shift?
I'm busy. I've got socks to fold. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think it's gonna work out.
Does this change your mind?
Holy cow. 15th place? Yes, I'll definitely work for you on Friday, Steve-O.
All right, Steve. All these shenanigans with More Than the Score, they're funny. I get it. But you're just terrorizing the sports department, and we can't have it. Now, I think it's an appropriate punishment to have you run 10 laps around the entire campus, and when you get back, we'll see if you've learned your lesson. Whoa. Wait a minute. 15th place at the Upper Iowa Conference Junior Varsity Boys Cross Country Meet? That changes everything.
Nice form, dingus! Hey! 15th place JV, buddy, recognized!
My grandma could run faster than you!
Yeah, well, like to see you run in dress shoes, pal. Go back to the JV team! Yeah, you wish you had it. Ah! Mother! Come on! Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Telegraph Herald More Than the Score. I'm your host Steve Ortman. Alongside me this week, Jim Leitner. Jim, how are we doing?
Very good. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty well. It's a cross-country edition of More Than the Score. We're giving the runners some love this week. So the thing is, though, really for these cross-country runners, is that weather-wise, it's kind of hard to get a gauge on the season right now because so many events have been getting canceled.
Yeah, Mother Nature really hasn't given a lot of love to the cross-country teams. The first part of the season, there were so many weather-related delays. You'd have meets that were canceled because of lightning or because of wet grounds, and a lot of areas in Iowa have gotten so much rain that the courses are really not in good shape to run on. A lot of times you run these courses on golf courses or soccer complexes, and you can about imagine how difficult it is for a course to repair itself when it's got a lot of rain. So it's kind of difficult to gauge how teams are doing right now because usually they have so many more meets in. But I think just about everybody in the area has had at least one meet canceled because of weather-related issues.
Yeah, well, as far as rankings go, we got some pretty highly ranked teams, especially on the girls' side of things in the city.
For sure. Dubuque Senior, which was the runner-up last year in Class 4A, is ranked number 3 right now, and for good cause. They've won the Luther All-American up in Decorah, and they won the Rich Engel Classic over in Cedar Falls. Those are two really big big meets, and they feature a lot of higher class schools, a lot of 3A and 4A schools. So for Senior to win both of those is pretty impressive. They've got a nice group that's running at the front of the pack, led by Claire Edmondson, who's ranked number 3 in the state. She just won the meet at Cedar Falls, the Ingle Classic. Lily Schmidt and Isabel Gorton are ranked 14th and 15th in the state of Iowa in Class 4A. So they've got a real nice, solid group at the front of the pack for Senior. Yes. And not far behind is Hempstead. They're ranked number 14 right now. Hannah Brown is ranked 20th individually. So Hempstead's a team that they've had a lot of success recently. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them make a run when you get to regionals and the state meet. And also in Class 3A, Dubuque Wahlert is ranked number 1. The defending state champions are ranked number 1 with 3 runners ranked in the top 23. Gabby Moran is number 3. Anna Huseman is number 17. And Alex Oliver is number 23. So Wahlert is a team that's definitely going to be in the hunt when it comes to October.
Absolutely. I got to see a couple meets towards the home stretch last year, and Gabby Moran's a heck of a runner. I'm sure she'll be in the thick of things here as we hit the home stretch once again this year. Now, boys' side also boasts some strong teams as well. Yeah,
Hempstead is really off to a nice start. They recently finished 6th at the Heartland Classic in Pella, Iowa. Now you would say 6th place, that's kind of the middle of the pack, but actually that's a meet that had top-ranked schools from all around the Midwest, Minnesota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, and they finished 6th, which is very impressive for the Mustangs. And actually at that meet, they beat Pleasant Valley for the first time in Coach Mark Ressler's 12 years at the helm. So that's a really big accomplishment for the Mustangs, for them, and they're ranked number 2. They also have a real nice dynamic duo of David Holsinger and Ben Hermiston. They're ranked 13th and 15th in the state of Iowa right now. Also in Class 4A, Dubuque Senior is ranked number 14. And in Class 3A, Wahlert received votes at the beginning of the season. They're out of the poll right now, but they're a team that has a history of peaking well at the end as well. So all 6 of the city cross-country teams have a good shot to make some noise in October, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we've certainly gotten a taste of what this talent can do so far at the beginning part of the year, despite the weather. But not just great talent in the city. You look around the area, there's some darn good runners as well.
Yeah, Bellevue is actually ranked number 8 in Class 2A for the boys. Brady Grable is number 5, and he's actually won 5 meets in a row. So he's off to a nice start at the Class 2A level, and obviously a guy you have to pay attention to when we get to the regionals and the state meet. Jack Sieverding is also in the top 30 for Bellevue. So they have a nice chance to make some noise. And also in Class 2A, the Cascade girls are ranked number 13 behind Madeline Romberg, who's ranked number 9 individually. In Class 1A, the Bellevue Marquette girls are ranked 13th with Hallie Kilberg. She's number 26 individually. So in all classes, we have some really talented runners. And as I mentioned earlier, I think we're going to hear a lot from them when we get to October.
Yep, absolutely. Seems to be the case around here all the time. Lots of great area runners seem to always qualify for the state meet, and we'll have to see how that pans out here as the weeks get a little longer here in the fall. But now I know this is the cross-country edition of More Than the Score, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a couple of big football games we have coming up on Friday night over at Western Dubuque. Great rivalry matchup that's been started over the years here. Dubuque Wahlert, 0-4, hungry for that first win. They're going to Western Dubuque, also looking to bounce back. They suffered their first loss of the season last week at North Scott in a battle of top 10 ranked teams. So Western Dubuque's 10th ranked now. They're going to be hosting Dubuque Wahlert to kick off district action. Tim O'Neill will have that one covered for you. I'm excited for the game I'm getting to go to. Top 5 showdown in Class 1A in Bellevue Friday night on homecoming for the Comets as the number 5 ranked Bellevue Comets host top-ranked West Branch. Both teams are 4-0, undefeated. Should be a great atmosphere and a great game. We'll have it covered for you, TelegraphHerald.com, and in the print edition on Saturday. So that's going to do it for this week's edition of Telegraph Herald. More Than the Score. For Jim Leitner, I'm Steve Ortman. We'll see you next week.